Speak version equals 1.0 XMLNS equals http://www.w3.org/2001/10/synthesis. XMLNS. MSDTS equals https://www.w3.org/2001/MSDTS Lang equals NUS. Voice name equals NUS Neural. MSDTS. Express as style equals SAD. Style degree equals 1.8. Prosody rate equals -18%. Pitch equals -10%. I am 94 years old. When I finally got my hands on the check I had to live on for the rest of my life after my husband passed away, it was a third what I thought I would get. My name is Ruth Wilson. I was born in 1928 in Brooklyn. Grew up with 3 younger sisters during the Great Depression. We shared one bathroom with 6 people. My parents worked day and night just to put food on the table. Nobody told me the truth about what it takes to be poor. You see, when I got older, my sisters and I, we all wanted out. We got jobs, low-paying ones, but they were jobs. And we all thought if we just worked hard enough, everything would turn out all right. We'd be the ones living in the fancy apartments, the ones with 2 baths and a view. But the truth is nobody told us about all the tiny little things that eat away at you when you're living paycheck to paycheck. Nobody told me that some weeks you'll go to bed with a full stomach, and some weeks you won't. I was completely wrong about what it meant to be an adult. I thought when I grew up I'd be in control, in charge of my life. But the minute I got that check, and I was 65 years old at the time, I realized I had nothing. No savings. No pension. No nothing. Just the check from my government because my husband had paid into the system all those years. It was a third of what I thought I'd get. I had to go back to work. I had to get a part-time job at a department store. I was 65 years old. They lied to us. They told us we'd be set for life. They told us we'd be the ones with the security. I went back to work, and let me tell you, every day I'd go to that store, I'd cry in the bathroom. I'd cry because I was so ashamed. I had a college education. I thought I was entitled to a certain standard of living. But the truth is nobody told me the hard work doesn't stop when you retire. The truth is nobody told me that you'll lose your identity, your sense of self, when you're forced to go out and get a job. I was completely wrong about what it means to be an old person. I thought we'd be wise, that we'd have all the answers. But the truth is we're just as confused as everyone else. We're just as scared. We're just as unsure. But here's the thing, with age comes wisdom. It might sound cliché, but it's true. When I finally hit 75, something inside of me started to shift. I started to see the world in a different way. I started to see that everyone is struggling. Everyone has their own demons. Everyone is lying to themselves about what they really want. And you know what I wanted? I wanted to be free. I wanted to be free of the expectations, of the pressures, of the shame. I wanted to be free to live my life on my own terms. But nobody told me that at 75 years old, I'd have even more responsibilities. I'd have even more bills to pay, more medical problems to deal with, more worries to weigh on my mind. They lied to us. They told us that retirement would be the answer to all our prayers. They told us that we'd have the time, the freedom, the money to pursue our passions. But the truth is it's just as hard to retire as it is to work. The truth is that when you stop working, you stop feeling purpose. You stop feeling like you're contributing. You start to feel like you're just taking up space. I'm 94 years old. And at this point, I've realized that the only way to achieve true freedom is to let go. Let go of the expectations. Let go of the pressures. Let go of the shame. Let go of the idea that you have to be in control. Let go of the idea that you have to have it all together. Let go of the idea that you have to be perfect. Let go of the idea that you're not good enough. Because the truth is, we're all in this together. We're all struggling. We're all scared. We're all unsure. And the only way to find true freedom is to be honest with ourselves. Be honest about our fears, our doubts, our insecurities. Be honest about our desires, our dreams, our passions. Be honest about what we want, what we need, what we deserve. If we can do that, if we can be honest with ourselves, then maybe, just maybe, we'll find the freedom we're all searching for. And if this reached your heart, please subscribe. I still have things to say. /prosody, /msdts, express as, /voice, /speak.